Hey guys, this is SnackAttack8, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. This is part 16. In the last episode, we got our new handy-dandy ice beam here, and in this episode, we're actually going to be chasing down another new upgrade, or power-up, or whatever you want to call it, which is quite a ways away, and hopefully I'll be able to get all the way to it in this video. But we got a lot of trekking to do, so without anything more to be said, let's step out of our little comforting, secure circle of light here, and into the cold, dark world! Okay, that wasn't so bad. And yeah, let's continue on with our little trek through the wonderful world of Stylin 4. Like I said, there's a lot of walking in this video with not a lot picked up between here, point A and point B. And I debated cutting this out or doing some editing here, but what I've sort of decided is that since this is us going through the natural progression of the game, like this is how you would have to go to beat the game, and we're not just backtracking or going to get some power-up or something through areas we've already seen mostly. It's like, I guess some of this could have been cut out, but I don't really want to. So we're going to show it. Also, there's new stuff, like this music that you're hearing. This track is called Stylin Overworld Depths, and it's actually my favorite track in the entire game. I love it. It's just awesome. I'm gonna point out like my favorite part when it comes, so get ready for that. But yeah, and there's actually another new music track that we'll be hearing in here too. So there is new stuff. Plus, we've never actually been in this room anyway. No! I shot you! I think the ice beam should just be able to freeze those. Like, really makes no sense. Okay. Now, I want to clear something up. In the last video, I think I made it seem like the ice beam wasn't useful, and as you can see here, how it's working against these flying pirates, it is actually a pretty useful weapon. It's not my favorite weapon. I want to clarify that more. It's actually not bad in battle, though it is a little slow. Now here, I think if there is a dick move part in this game, like if there's anything dickish about Metroid Prime, it's this area right here. You can see here, we're in this area called Frigate Crash Site. This is my favorite part, by the way. It's so good sounding. Everyone go look it up on YouTube. I uploaded this on Super SnackAttack8, so go look at it there. Only there, too. No, you can see here, there's that little door leading there. You can get to that door and through here and to this area from any time after you pick up the missile launcher. And so this kind of like tempts you if you're if you don't know what you're supposed to do in this game and you're kind of just exploring. This whole area kind of just looms ahead of you every time you come back to Stylin Overworld. And now that we have the ice beam, we can finally go in here, and like this thing looks so colossal and explorable anyway. This is actually the frigate from the beginning of the game that we were on that crashed. And you actually do get to explore it and go back through it, and it's really cool. But it's like they give you the ice beam, and they leave you right here, but you actually can't get through this area entirely until you have another power-up. That's the one we'll be getting in this video. So it's like it's like the game is saying, come on, you want to go in here, but you don't have to at all, and it doesn't really tell you that. I mean, it does give you one of those little press Z things, but I don't think that really pops up until you've probably gone a ways through there, if you just turn the game on. Or, I really don't think it comes early enough to be able to stop you. So there's my little gripe about that. That's probably the one gripe I have with all of Metroid Prime. If we go close to this blue stuff, you can see our little warning thing is flashing, and if we go into it, we get damaged quite a bit. This is, and I don't think we've seen it yet, but this blue stuff is actually Phazon, which has been much talked about, but I don't really think we've encountered it yet. So here it is, and as you can see, it's pretty deadly. We'll be running across a lot more of Phazon, and a lot more blue in general in the last area of this game, which is pretty much just like Phazon everywhere. Though not as bad as Metroid Prime 3, because Metroid Prime 3 just is only Phazon. Even Samus is Phazon in that game. Though it's a good game, I do like it. I also like this little room here. This is nice. I like this little like waterfall, and you can see the sky. But then these blast caps totally ruin it, so I'm just gonna kill a couple, and then we're gonna move on. There we go. Ow. Worth it. It was worth it. And then see here we got this nice little cave mouth leading right back out to the landing site. So yeah. We're gonna pull off a little shortcut type thing here. It's nothing too big not too big of a deal. But if we can get onto the ship, Samus, if we can get onto the ship when we jump over here, we can actually get up here more easily than we would normally. I think the other way to get there is over to the left, like you have to do some platforming. But that's a little time saver, and I don't think I'm running too well. I think I'm a little behind right now than I want to be, because I just kept talking about stuff. But, you know, that's what a Let's Play is. You do talk while playing the game, so I guess you'd want to talk while playing the game fast, but sometimes I have problems with that. Speaking of which, there's another LPer who just recently, well, not recently, but maybe a couple months ago or something, finished this game, which is RC Scepter 5665. I've been subscribed to him for a while. But the thing is, I haven't watched this LP yet, because I don't really like to watch LPs of the same game I'm doing. It's just a weird personal preference. The thing is, he finished the game in 14 parts, 100%. And it's like, what am I doing that's making it so slow? Because we're about halfway through right now. And I'm already at 16, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And like, it almost kind of makes me feel bad, because this is my favorite game. And it's like, shouldn't you be able to breeze through this? And it's not hard, it's just taking me a long time. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to take this elevator and maybe sing a little song. If one comes up to me, come on. Elevator, elevator is my best friend. He takes me up and down. He takes me all around the town so I can have fun and shoot stuff. Yeah. Alright. That was lovely. I loved that. Alright, sorry about that little interruption, but we are back, and I think we want to go this way. Wait, is it Twin... I think it's Twin Fires, right? Okay, no, yeah, that's Fiery Shores. We don't want to go there. Wait, let me just check. Okay, good. Alright, yeah, this is the way we want to go. Twin Fires, not Fiery Shores. Fiery Shores always makes me think of, like, a retirement home or something. I think it's because my grandpa lives in a retirement home called Piper Shores. So that's probably why. What way am I supposed to be holding the control stick? I don't know. It's so confusing. Yeah, he does. He lives in a retirement home called Piper Shores. Don't stalk him, though. Just because I said that. Though I'm sure most of you would. Plus, if you stalk my grandpa, he'll probably just kick your ass anyway. He's one of those badass old men who's just like that. He's always hitting on the ladies in that retirement home and, like, kicking doors down and stuff. But, like, yeah, you don't want to mess with Snack's grandpa. Yeah, okay. There was stuff I wanted to talk about here, and we're moving to... No! Yeah, so I know I'm way late on this, but I think I'm like maybe 4 weeks late, but E3 happened, and I think that's the best way to describe this year's E3, is that it happened, because that's kind of all that it was for me, really. It's like, I always get excited for E3. It's like, I said this to someone a while ago, or the other day, where I said, E3 is kind of like the Super Bowl, where even if you don't really care about the teams that are in it, you still watch it because it's the Super Bowl. And that's sort of what E3 is. And I always get excited for it, but lately it seems like I've been let down after the show a lot. And haven't been too excited about what is actually coming out. I get more excited about the prospect of something new coming out that I really want. And it's not like there wasn't anything good at E3 this year, it's just... It seems like there was a lot that I wanted, but not a lot that I really, like, needed to have. There were no games that I was like, oh my god, I have to have this right now. I guess I can give a little overview of what I liked the most there. Ubisoft had some cool stuff at their conference. Rayman Legends looks good, but there's a little... I think there's a problem that I have with it that I might talk about in a second here. That looked cool, and then there's this other game that they showed called Watch Dogs. That looked cool too. Oh, here you go. Thanks, helpful game. Unusual gravity patterns? Alright. Oh, and they're way over here in Ventrana Drifts. And not at all on the wrecked ship. That's so helpful. Okay. They showed this other game off called Watch Dogs, which I guess was the big surprise. But, I don't know. But that looked interesting. It had a unique concept, I thought. And then... Microsoft really was, like, so stupid. But even they had a couple games that I might end up getting in the form of... I might pick up Halo 4, because my roommate and I like to play Halo. And it looks okay. It actually looks a little bit like this game. Especially the part where like Master Chief uses like a heat visor and scans the area and stuff. So I guess a Halo game that's more like Metroid wouldn't be a bad thing. So I might get that, and then I might get the Gears of War prequel. Though I guess they really didn't show anything else about that. And then Sony had The Last of Us. They showed that, and that looked really cool. Though I won't be able to play that because I don't have a PS3. And they showed Sony Smash Bros, which I thought looked pretty stupid. Not just because I'm a Nintendo fanboy, but because I didn't like the way that the whole gameplay worked. Like, it's all built around getting this super move up, and if you don't have that built up, it's like, you can't kill anyone unless you have that. So there's really only one way to win, it seems like. But then maybe that'll look better as time goes on. Games can change from E3 to their actual release, so I don't know. It looked like it'd be really... I don't know. It looked like it had promise, but I had some problems with it. Here, actually, is a little shortcut back to these research areas, which we don't want to go back to, because we were already there just a couple parts ago. But, so, if that's really just a go-between. Like, if you're in one area of Phendrana Drifts and you want to get quickly to this one. Because in a good game, all parts of at least one world should all connect. And this game does that. And that's why I love it. One of the many reasons why. And then Nintendo, I guess, showed the most that I wanted. Some of the 3DS stuff looked cool. Luigi's Mansion looked alright, I think. It didn't really look... especially with the graphics, it really didn't look that polished, I thought. And then the new Paper Mario, I think, looks stupid. Because I don't like that they... Like, I love Super Paper Mario, and I was fine with them taking the RPG elements out of that, but that... Oh, here's where we need to go. That game's not an RPG, and this new one, which has actual, like, battle sequences and stuff, but still doesn't... No, I'm not going the right way. I need to go up. God, I'm so stupid. This new one that's coming out, which I guess is called Sticker Star, it has the battle sequences and stuff, but it like gets rid of all of the leveling aspect and all of the attacks and stuff, and instead you pick up stickers to use in battle. So it's like, and I'm not saying that you should just stick to your guns and always put out the same game. I don't like the idea of that concept. It's like, it's good to try new things, but that particular new thing I don't really want to try. Now let's see. Alright, here we go. And then, I guess they showed New Super Mario Bros. 2, which has Trent Reznor in it, and it also has Roy Koopa, so that's pretty much a guaranteed buy. And then for the Wii U, they had New Super Mario Bros. U, I think. It's entirely possible that I could have said that title wrong, but since those titles are ridiculous anyway, I'm not going to hold it against myself. Oh, look at what we have here. This is like the lazy version of the Scarabs, like, they don't even care about climbing around on the walls and stuff, they just want to sit in the doorway. And you Ice Beetle! You Ice Beetle? You Ice Beetle? No, the Ice Beetle is not a real beetle. It's like the Rolling Stones or something. Oh, here we actually have a new type of enemy also. So you look down here, this is actually a new type of Metroid. It's called a Hunter Metroid, and as you can see, it'll shoot its little power sucker thing onto you. Which, if you look at my health, does quite a bit of damage. It's pretty brutal, but they're easy to kill. Even easier now that we have the Ice Beam. So not too much to worry about there. Yeah, New Super Mario Bros. U looked less entertaining than New Super Mario Bros. 2. It's ridiculous. So I don't know about that. I really liked the idea of the Wii U. Hold on. That was my phone. Never mind. Okay. I really liked the idea of the Wii U at the last E3, but I think I have problems with it now. Because, and this is what I was kind of talking about with Rayman Legends. Here's the save room, by the way. We're just going to heal up our health, since that Hunter Metroid kind of did one over on us. My problem with the Wii U is that, so when it was first shown, I initially thought that they were going to have 4 controller support for the gamepad. But no, it's only 2. And most of the multiplayer stuff that they showed at E3 had 4 Wiimote people and 1 person with a gamepad. And the problem I think with that is it really all depends on the game, but if it's more fun to play with the gamepad, then everyone who's there is going to be fighting over who gets to play with it. And if it's less fun to play with a gamepad, which is what it looked like most of the games were showing, like how in Rayman Legends, I guess Rayman Legends gamepad stuff looked okay, but New Super Mario Bros. U, where all you can do with the gamepad is like make platforms and kill enemies, it's like, that's not much different from, say, the whole forced multiplayer aspect in Mario Galaxy with the Starbit collector. And it's like, that's like you're sitting in the passenger seat and everyone else gets to drive. So if it's a game like that, one person is just going to be stuck with the gamepad. And so I guess the remedy to that would be 4 people play and no one uses the gamepad at all, but that's not using the system. That's just a prettier Wii game. So it's like, it seems like they kind of developed themselves into a corner almost with the Wii U, because I don't know, I think it might have been kind of a bad idea to keep the game so focused around the Wii. I don't know. That's just my take on it. I could be wrong. I won't be getting that system on launch, but then again, you know, my mind can be changed, because I didn't get the 3DS on launch, and I love that. So, I'm not saying Nintendo can't prove me wrong, I'm just saying I have my doubts about the system. But I mean, I like the design. I think the gamepad has some interesting features about it. It just mostly with the multiplayer, I think, which is a lot of what they tried to showcase. It doesn't look too great. Or I don't like the concept that they're kind of going with. But they did show Pikmin 3, which everyone wanted to see, and I as well, or I was one of that camp also, so that looks cool. And they were trying to make it seem like there was only one Pikmin that they were showing off, which was the rock kind. But no, if you look at the video footage of that and you look at the actual pause menu, there's this little pink flying one on there too. So there's more than just one type of Pikmin in Pikmin 3, or one new kind. I'm sure of it. So I was like, you're not getting anything past me, Nintendo. But that was pretty much E3. Then they went and released this Nintendo Direct, which they do now, a couple days later, and that had like everything in it that I cared about. Like, that had Fire Emblem, which I think they should have shown, and it released, or it announced DLC for Mario Bros. 2, which would have been cool to see at E3, and it showed a 3DS XL. So I was like, why didn't you guys show that at E3? That would have been a smart idea. We're here, by the way. I've been going through all these rooms and not talking about any of it, but this gravity chamber is where we want to be going. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but this song is the second new song that we'll be hearing, or that we were going to hear, which is why I chose to really leave this kind of stuff in. And it's really pretty. It essentially is the Phendrana Drifts theme, but it's got a techno kind of remix thing on it. Here, alright, I think we just need to jump up here. And these freaking enemies, I think they're called gel zaps. But they're getting on my nerves. Because I try to run past them, because they don't look like something that could hurt you. Like, they look like something that you could easily run past, but no, they always tend to hit me. Come on, I can jump this. Okay. Here we are. What is this swiveling shiny thing? It's the power-up, and we've made it. Let's pick it up. Samus? Okay. It is. Float up in the air. And we'll get ready to transform here, it looks like. This power-up is... If we stop dramatically doing camera angles... Blue spray paint! Woo! No. This actually is... Stop making me dramatically pause. This power-up is the gravity suit. Gravity suit acquired. Movement in liquid environments is no longer hindered. You wouldn't think this would be that useful, but it is incredibly so. This is why we couldn't go to the wrecked ship. It's a largely water-based area, and you can't... There's an area that is impossible to pass without the gravity suit, so that's why we needed to come here first. But I love the gravity suit. It's awesome in all the Metroid games. And we have it now. See if we morph ball, we can... we see how we look all different and stuff. Now to get out of here, I guess we want to go back the way we came, which is down through here. See, this part of the music, if you are keeping up with the... Where are we going? If you're keeping up with the Donkey Kong Country 3 co-op LP that I'm doing with Prince of the Harlequin. When we were on that waterfall level, I was saying that the waterfall music sounded like this, and that is actually, that part back there was the part I thought it sounded like. How do I get out of here? I always have trouble with this room, I really do. See, because I thought it was up here. That we needed to jump out here, and like the door was up. Oh, there it is, duh. Okay, so all we have to do is, when we're up here on this ice, I just need to be more observant, I guess, because this is all we gotta do. And we go through here, kill the sentry drone, which is going to prove to be no threat to us, because wave beam is ultimate destruction against all mechanical enemies. We'll go through here. I'm really just gonna show off, I think, these last two rooms. I don't think there were arrow pirates in here before, but there are now, which is going to prove to be annoying, but we're going to just run right past them. Then we got this other room here, which will lead us right back to the frozen pike. And the frozen pike, I think, is where I'm going to... Oh my god, you gel zaps. The frozen pike, I think, is where I'm going to end the episode. And then in the next one, I think I am going to off-screen our way back to the landing site, and we'll just take on the Fririt? The pirate frigate then. Yeah, here we are back at the frozen pike, which we can just get out of with a hop, skip, and a jump thanks to our handy new gravity suit, which is going to make everything so much better. Alright, so until next time, guys, I've been Snackadack8. Thank you for watching this part, and I'll see you in the next video. So, later!